especially the bar is set so high. Burnett had struggles last year, but the Yankees did win the World Series, and he was the number 2 pitcher.
He was indeed. I asked Jose Molina about that, and he said, AJ, even as the game goes on, he gets so amped up, he gets so excited that sometimes it's hard to keep him.
The 0-2 is lined to center. There's a base hit in front of Grandin, who feels on a hop and fires in. So Lind is on with a hard single to center. And here is a player. If Lind and Hill had great years, here is a guy with talent who had an awful year. Was a shoulder injury. Here's Vernon Wells. Wells has a humongous contract. They'll never be able to deal the contract unless Wells becomes a great player. If he becomes a great player, they probably don't want to deal the contract. Last year, Wells had a very ordinary year. He had 260, 15 homers, and 66 RBIs. He's not getting paid. He hit 15 home runs and driving 66 runs. A right-hander, Lind, in the lead off. First, Miranda holds him on. And the pitch high fastball, and Wells has to duck to get out of the way.
Some of the talk around the time was that, Wells never talks about injuries. He's like Derek Jeter. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Even when he had a separated shoulder, he never admitted it. Some of the Toronto players were saying that he had a bad wrist last year, but it is now healthy. And John, if he had a bad wrist, that's why he didn't hit. You can't hit without your wrist.
No question about it. But he was a very big disappointment, and they would love to trade his contract. He makes phenomenal money for many years to come. Burnett, indeed, swung on, and a little bloop in the infield goes through the center field for a base hit. On to third goes Lind. The second baseman, Ramiro Pena, racing for this soft little bloop.
Get ready.
That kind of handled it, and just couldn't get there, so went to center field. So Toronto has first and third 2 out. There's a good lefty hitter, Lyle Overbay.
And one of the things that Cito was talking to me about was about Overbay, who also was a disappointment last year. And they just thought he took too many walks and took too many pitches. And you can do that if what you're going to do is hit a home run every now and then and really be a power hitter. But he's not that kind of hitter. So they want him to be more aggressive and swinging pitches earlier in the count.
You really can't argue everything both ways. They also say that about Jack Cunningham.